Talk former UFC champion Cain Velasquez. Free Cain! Excuse
Free
me.
Cade.
He's been sentenced to 5 years for a shooting in 2022 where he chased down the man that was accused of molesting his 4-year-old son. Less than a week before the shooting, 46-year-old scumbag Harry Goularte was arrested for the sexual assault of a 4-year-old boy, Cain's son, at the daycare owned by his family. They released this piece of shit without bail a few days later. What the fuck? What does this country come to?
Hmm.
Upon his release, the pedo's stepdad was driving him to retrieve his ankle monitor to begin his house arrest. Here they are driving down the street, and here comes Big Daddy Kane.
Swerve in that corner. Whoa.
Started,
Yeah,
bro,
yeah, you're right.
bro,
He was like,
big,
whoa.
bro, for real.
Hey,
He started
slinging that
tweaking.
iron.
He
Yeah,
was
he was
tweaking for
tweaking big
real.
time.
He
Right.
was tweaking
I
for
would
real,
be
Yeah, yeah,
too.
understandably
yeah,
so.
yeah.
I
Started
would be
ramming this
too.
man's car. He started ramming the car and he's popping off rounds at him. And I mean, he was flat out trying to kill this man.
Hmm.
This chase lasted 11
11
miles.
miles.
11 miles. And unfortunately, the perv was unharmed, but his stepfather caught two of those rounds. He
Hmm.
lived, but, you know, unfortunately, he had to be in that situation because of disgusting acts from his stepson or whoever he is. But yeah, you
Hmm.
you got to understand, you gonna put yourself in dangerous positions for people like that. You got to be
Right.
ready to suffer the consequences, man. I'm glad that
Yep.
nothing happened to him. He seems as an innocent guy. What do you really know? I don't know what the fuck's going on at this daycare, man, where kids are being assaulted. So now
Right.
you got Kane serving the 5 years, which isn't terrible considering he's been in there for a minute and on house arrest and everything
Couple
else. They
years.
gave him
Yeah, that
time
Hmm.
is true.
served.
So that's true.
So
That's true.
he'll probably be out in like a year or
A
two. He'll
year.
probably be
Yeah,
off of
Hmm.
that.
yeah, yeah.
So it's not a terrible ordeal, but I don't know. I, what do
That's
you
some
guys think about
bullshit
that?
though.
I don't think it was a bad sentence.
It's
Yeah.
not necessarily a bad sentence, but it's bullshit to begin with, man. To see someone getting killed over something like that, I get it. But have that happen to your kid and see what you would want to do. Someone just like we just talked about that coach pulling that girl's hair. You don't think
Hmm.
after the parents saw it, if they didn't see it, that they wanted to really harm that coach? Granted, they didn't, as far as we know, but everyone is different. Kane reacted to it what he thought was best. Well, maybe not what he thought was best, but what he had on his mind right then and there, and
Hmm.
fucking chased him for 11
He
miles and
was
lived.
heated.
Yeah,
Yeah, and who can blame him? Who can
exactly,
blame the guy?
exactly. I
There's
mean,
no way.
someone lays your hand on your kid, pull their hair like that coach did, or your kid comes to you and say, "Hey, someone at my school, someone here and there
Hit me,
molested
slap
me, and this
me,
that," and
anything.
you find it to be factual. Goddamn, no one on this earth will be able to stop me unless they put a bullet
That's
in my
it.
head.
It's Wabbit season at that
Yeah,
point, for real.
100
Hey,
fucking
Like
I
percent.
that's
feel like it's messed up in two ways. Number one, the guy got out. He
period.
shouldn't he
Yeah,
shouldn't have been out. He shouldn't
yep.
have been out for him to even go and get at this guy. But when Kane was shooting at people and there's other people in the car, he didn't hit the right person. He hit somebody else.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So that's why it wasn't the 30 years what they was trying to get for him, assault with a deadly weapon.
No question.
And they gave him the 5 with a lot of that time served and like you said, a lot of that time in house arrest. So I would have did the same thing for real. If he
Yep.
would, if I know if he could have got his hands on him, he would have
Yeah.
probably
Oh
rather
yeah.
to do
He
that
he would
so
have
he could
probably
feel
beat
what he
him
was
to death.
saying.
Yeah.
Right. So
He
it's
would have
probably
beat that man to
Because
best.
death.
Cain
It was
Velasquez
probably best. It's probably
Cain
best that
Velasquez
he did what he did.
he's
You
the
know
ex heavyweight champion of the fucking world in UFC.
exactly. Hmm.
He knows how to kill people.
Man, I'm
Yeah,
telling you.
oh yeah, hell yeah.
Like for real, he'll punch you one time, make sure you wake up or whatever, and punch your ass again for real for
Oh
hours.
yeah.
So, like I say, it's just a messed up situation. Like you say, man, how America works is stupid because you letting child molesters out and somebody that's so young that can't defend themselves, can't really, you know, I just hate stuff like that. So for him to get out is the number one problem.
Yep.
And then you hitting an innocent bystander or whatever as a stop follow. But he's really not innocent at all either.
He had to
You're
have known
you're aiding.
something.
You
You're aiding that
50-50,
guy.
you
Yeah, that's
50-50,
true.
bro,
Yeah.
for real. So just being around slime, you gonna get the same treatment for
Guilty
real.
by association.
Period.
Exactly.
Cain Velasquez was on a podcast and he is admitting obviously what he did was wrong. We can't take the law into our own hands where certain situations arise. Obviously, in that heat of the moment, what you hear, something happens to your child, that's understandable. Like we've reiterated, who wouldn't feel the urge to want to do something stupid like that?
Yep.
We can sit here and think with a clear mind all we want. We know it's not right. We know
Mm-mm.
you can't do that. We know you'll go to jail for it. We know all of this, but what happened? You get so blinded by rage, you don't care. Men, we do not care when it comes to that certain extent because when you get mad to a certain extent, nothing else matters. And
You
Mm-hmm.
see
not
red.
going to stop. And that is
Right.
that. So we understand that, but Cain has acknowledged he's manned up to it. Cain is manned up to it and
Believe it.
he's ready to serve it and he's owning up to it. And obviously they're filing a lawsuit against the daycare. They're suing them because
Right.
obviously his
How
child
you
was
let him
abused
in?
and
And he
yeah,
probably had
and
priors and stuff as well.
so I mean,
Probably.
you can't blame the man. But yes, that's the biggest problem here. You touched on it, Sam, and I do not want to get political because we don't do that on this podcast. But
But
what I
still,
will tell you is one of the biggest problems in this country, without being too political, is the leniency we give to child predators. And it's not just this guy. I'm talking about there are guys who have, there's factual evidence, and you have known for a fact they have flat out abused a child, molested a child, and done nasty, unforgivable, sick, disgusting
right.
fucking things to a child, and they get let out of prison.
Mm-hmm.
There is only one solution you can do to somebody that abuses a child. You have to put them down. I'm
Yeah.
not the one to play God. I understand that, and whether that's another hot topic, whether
Castrate.
he believes
Castrate him.
in capital punishment or not, but I'm dead serious when I say that. There's only one way. They must be put down.
Right.
And that is so they cannot ever do that shit again. We have to
Right.
protect our children by any means
As
necessary.
parents, that's what we're supposed to do. As a mother and father, you're supposed to protect your kids by any means necessary. You don't let those things go around and let this man walk around all willy-nilly like he can just do this stuff and nothing's gonna happen to him. You need to be scared every second of your life. You should hope you stay in jail.
Mm.
You don't
Mhm.
want because you don't want
And you ain't
this.
faring better
And
there either, son.
Hey,
Uh-uh.
hey, plastic man, he'll shoot around your house, boy. 80 days, boy, for real, till he see you. For real.
He'll be laying in them
Man,
bushes.
man, what? For them goons out lurking. Don't play with man. Don't play with mine. I don't even want to hear about no scratches or nothing. I don't give a damn what it ain't even got to be to that extreme. I don't want to hear about none of that stuff happening to my kids. You know? Family,
Love
none of
you,
that
bro.
stuff, man. We tight knit, so we don't play those games. I don't like it. Cain Velasquez,
He
man,
definitely
for real.
don't like it.
Hey, man, we gonna send you some bread, man. We're gonna send you a little bread, man, from the
We'll
Let's
put some money
podcast.
on his books for
For
real.
real.
Oh
I'm
yeah, I
telling you,
will.
I don't know what you got, man, but right now, man, I feel you. Hey, you do that stuff, man. I'll do that shit 10 times out of 10, bro, for my kids.
Twice on Sunday. Hashtag free Kane shirts available for purchase soon. Compliments of the Let Loose podcast.
Hell yeah.